22 minutes. 22 minutes. That is the entirety of the time it took for the new Treasure Island to sell out. Now, I was watching one of Stevie Bs videos today, and I'll leave a link to his video in the description of this video, so go and watch that. He's got more financial knowledge and all that sort of stuff, so go over to him if you want to see his interpretations, his thoughts, and feelings and opinions and all that sort of stuff, based on his experience, not just stuff, but based on his IRL experiences and things like that with like shares and stocks and all that sort of stuff. Go and watch that video. But I want to give my thoughts on what happened. So, firstly, it's been known for what, like a month, that new Treasure Island was coming out, and that it was gonna have these shares and all this sort of stuff, and how much the shares were gonna cost. So that is a month for people to prepare. At least I believe it was a month. Let me just fact check. Alright, just so fact checking myself. So the bulletin for it was on the 18th of November, so like 2 weeks. So not as much time as I thought, but 2 weeks. So people had 2 weeks, especially those that are following the bulletins and all that sort of stuff, at least had 2 weeks to look at this and go, okay, so it's going to be they're going to be 10 PED a piece. There's going to be 800,000. And it's going to be on, the revenue is generated from activity on the 64 square kilometer area of New Treasure Island. Deed revenue represents 50% of Planet Calypso's Planet Partner revenue for all activity on New Treasure Island. So 50% of all of it. Minimum dividend payout, 1 PEC per deed, or share. If the payout per deed is less, then they will be carried over to the next week. So it's going to be a week payout. There'll no longer be any land area tax for activity on New Treasure Island. Okay. So, and their additional information was the mobs that are going to be on there. So you got the various creatures and sea creatures, and apparently there's leviathans and all that sort of stuff. So there's quite a few different stuff that is there for people to hunt. Now, I'm obviously on Calypso, and I'm going to be spending some time hunting on New Treasure Island because I want to see what sort of stuff they have, what sort of drops, and all that sort of shit. But here's what I think happened. So we've had 2 weeks minimum, for people going, okay, this is going to drop. And you're going to have a lot of old players with a lot of, PED in-game, or even some IRL cash to throw around. So, here's what I think happened. Now, Stevie B thinks that it was, something real sinister. I don't think so. My personal opinion, my personal thought is that there was probably about 40, 50, maybe 100 players with, just a fuck ton of money. They either pumped it in like Lawspade did. I was watching Lawspade's live stream last night, and he had put in like $3.5 grand. $3.5 grand. And if enough people do $3.5 grand, then that's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. But there's going to be people out there that are not putting in $3.5 grand. They're putting in 30 grand. They're putting in 50 grand. There's going to be people out there that invest in Entropia that saw this and went, holy shit, a revamped Treasure Island on Calypso, sort of like the CLDs. Fuck yeah, I want in on that action. Now, me, I was going to get 25. I only got 22 because I didn't think it would sell out as quick. 22 fucking minutes. Of course I didn't think it would sell out in 22 minutes. I thought it was going to be maybe 2 days. At most 24 hours. The minimum I thought would be 24 hours. But I thought, at most 2 or 3 days. No, 22 minutes. 22 minutes is the amount of time. So what I think happened was you had a lot of people that were very eager with a lot of PED. They knew the exact time that it was going to come out. 11 a.m. UTC, Wednesday the 1st of December. They knew exactly when it was going to come out. So they looked at that and went, okay, we'll be ready for that. And enough players, a shitload of players got in there. They got in there hard, fast. Boom! Within the first minute, half of them were gone. This is what I think happened next. people then started panic buying, quote unquote, thinking, oh fuck, I gotta get them now. So enough people thought, oh fuck, I gotta get them now. I was one of those people because I wanted to get some new Treasure Island shares because I wanted to see what it was like, and I don't trust people. Okay, I trust Lawspade, but I don't know if he was going to be doing like a weekly showing of things coming out. But you know, I don't trust people as a rule of thumb. I don't tend to trust people. So I wanted to get some so I personally can see what it pays out, and I figured 250 PED doesn't break the bank. But I only ended up getting 22, so 220 PED. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to see what will happen either way. But I believe a lot of people saw that half of it was gone, so people started panic buying and going, "Oh fuck, I need to do it now." And then we just saw it go down and down and down and down and down. And the more it went down, the more people were buying, and then it was gone like that, just fucking gone. That's what I personally think happened. Now, a lot of people blamed Mindark for this. I don't understand why. Like, I personally don't understand why. They told you the amount of deeds that were gonna be available, or shares that were gonna be available. They told you the time and the cost that it was gonna come out. They didn't stipulate, oh, you know, only 10 shares, like you can only buy 10 shares at a time, you know, within like half an hour of each other. Could they have done something like that? Maybe, but that's not for them to decide. Well, I mean, it is for them to decide, but that would make it more, a lot longer for them all to sell out, okay? And of course, they want them to sell out because they want to, obviously, the new Treasure Island guys, they want that money to go into the game and all that sort of stuff, or to take it out. I don't know. I think Stevie B said that it was bought for like 25 grand. So, you know, 100 grand, like 800 grand, you know, bonus. Who knows? But it wasn't Mindark's fault. Those people that are complaining, like hardcore complaining, not the complaining like, oh fuck, I didn't get in. Well, that's fucking shit. Not those guys. You can be pissed off, like, and annoyed. But the people that are blaming Mindark, like, having a proper whinge, I'm sorry, that's not their fault. That is your fault. Okay, that is your fault. If you really, really, really wanted it that hard, then you would have done what most of us did, and looked as soon as it was out. Not half hour later, not an hour later. The minute it was out. The very second it was out. Because shit like that happens. Okay? There was enough hype. There was enough people that know what Treasure Island is on Calypso. Knowing that it's on Calypso and all that sort of shit. And knowing that a lot of the player base and trading is on Calypso. Therefore, there's going to be a lot of people there. They knew. So they came with their cash and they bought as much as they wanted. Which is, you know, their right to buy as much as they wanted. You didn't get in. That happens. You know, I didn't get the amount that I wanted. But I still checked. Even though I was planning on getting it like a day later than I actually did. I still checked to see. And they were selling out. So I'm like, okay, fuck, I better get mine now. So I did. So, that's what I think happened. I don't think there was anything malicious. I think it was just a lot of people bought a lot at one time, and the rest of the people saw that they were going quick, and they're like, ah, fuck. That's what I think happened. I don't think there was anything malicious. I don't think any apocalyptic scenario is going to happen with Entropia Universe. You know, I don't think it's going to be like the end of Entropia Universe because a lot of people bought the shares that were for sale. You know, it's just not, it's not going to happen like that. And there's not going to be some kind of big foobar because there was no malicious thing in it. It's not like they all sold out before the specified time. They sold out Like, they started getting bought up after the specified time that they were going to be going, you know, live for sale. And it's just the ebb and flow of the way these things happen. Alright? It was just hype. That's what it was. It was hype. I don't think there was anything nefarious. Could there have been? Maybe. But I don't think so. However, and here's where my my thought pattern comes in when it comes to the aftermath of this little incident. Now, I'm glad that I got mine. That way, I'll be able to tell you guys exactly how much I get back. Like, how much I get per week. It pays out every Monday. I will be able to tell you guys exactly how much I get each week. That way, when it finally comes out for, like, you can trade it on the thing, if it's really worth getting, let's say I'm getting like 2, 3, 4 PEC per share, and they're selling for like, you know, people are trying to sell them for like 17, 18 PED per share, then I can turn around to you guys and say, fucking do it, because it's just like Crystal Palace. But if they're not paying out at all, right? Like, at all, and you've got people on there trying to sell it for like 15, 17, 18 PED, and they're all like, oh yeah, it's popping off, when it's really not, then I'll be able to tell you guys, nah, just don't do it. You know, wait a while. Of course, there's going to be the initial hype, so it probably won't be for like 3 or 4 months that we'll have a good, rough understanding of how much it's like gonna either generate or not gonna generate. So it'll take a while for us to really grasp that understanding. But still. Yeah, it was a fucking wild ride. It was a fucking wild ride. I've never seen anything like it. It was nuts. But for those of you that are like upset that you didn't get any new Treasure Island stuff, maybe get some Ancient Greece. You know, they're paying out about 1 PEC a week. And, you know, they still haven't sold all their stock. They still got, you know, stuff for the main price and below. So, get some Ancient Greece shares. Or, if you want to spend a little bit more, get some Crystal Palace shares. Do that. But, I'm going to be leaving it there, guys. I've said my piece. I've said, like, what I think. And I'm going to leave Stevie Bs video in the description because he'll be able to give like a more analytical, in-depth look at how this could be a big fucking problem. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, but I'm not a financial guy. I'm just giving you my thoughts and opinions on it, like what I think happened and, you know, what I think, you know, could happen in the future. But, you know, I think one of two things are going to happen. I don't think the threat will come from... If there is any problems, I don't think it's going to come from, like, New Treasure Island itself. It's going to be from resellers that try to bullshit you. So, I'll show you guys every Monday. Every time it happens, I'll be showing you how much I got. If I got anything. And you guys will be able to make a judgment call based on that. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. You'll take care. It probably won't be a thumbnail for this one because it's just an opinion piece. But anyway, you will take care. You'll stay safe. And let me know. Did you get any? Did you not? Were you annoyed that you didn't get any? Or were you just not really concerned? I know Stevie B wasn't concerned because apparently he wasn't going to get any. And who knows? He might have made like the fucking big brain choice. Maybe Lawspay getting like 3,000 or 3,500 made a big brain choice. You know, maybe I made the big brain choice by getting a few just to look at. Who knows? But leaving it there. You'll take care. Tell me your opinions down in the comments section, and I will see you in the next one.